Why do the minimalist YouTubers always look so dour? They speak so low and calmly. Everything is so peaceful and serene. But to me, it looks lonely and sad. So many come off as if minimalism is a punishment. So let's figure out how to make minimalism less sad and more vibrant, because you are a vibrant flower. And I am Eva, and I'm in debt. No savings, no retirement, absolutely no business giving financial advice. But here we are. So, personal finance needs more honesty and less shame. And if you're tired of being judged and just want practical help, hit the subscribe, download my free debt payoff printable, and join the Fierce Rich Money family. All right, so minimalism. Do you get those channels, or I don't know, that's what it's called, like on YouTube? It looks so sad. So let's figure out how to actually enjoy living with less. So seriously, minimalism does not mean giving up your joy, your comfort, or your humor. You can simplify your life without looking like you're like permanently in mourning. So, there are misunderstandings. Like there's the gloomy myth that minimalism gets because it's always portrayed as like strict and serious and like downright depressing. So it comes across as a bit gloomy because minimalist content seems to focus heavily on restriction and sacrifice and all the things they're giving up. It can sometimes lack joy or humor because they're emphasizing the starkness and seriousness of living with less. Like the empty rooms with the white walls and like minimal decorations. And somehow everybody wears the same exact black shirt from the Steve Jobs collection every single day. I get it. Decision fatigue is real, but you know what? Come on. A heather gray t-shirt that will also match your jeans. How about throwing one in every day or every other day? Make it, 3 days the black t-shirt, 4 days a heather gray one. All right. How about you do that? And I will say this, that is different than the 17 black cardigans I own because each one is different. Some have buttons, some have a tie, some have a collar, some are cotton, some are wool, some are fleece even. They are all different. So off my back. So it's like there's this like minimalist like bro culture. Like each one of the straight white dudes have hair that, takes a lot of product to make it look natural. Then sometimes they throw out these Bible quotes, like making me feel like I am going to spend an eternity in hell unless I get rid of all my throw pillows. Who made these strict rules and like picked out the uniform? Maybe they're sad because they tossed out their sense of humor along with, their 37 identical black t-shirts. Maybe. My question is, what if minimalism isn't actually about stripping all the joy from your life, but actually creating more space for it? Right? Like, minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about giving yourself more freedom. Less stuff equals fewer obligations. Imagine cleaning less, shopping less, and finally having time and energy to do stuff you love. More joy, less stress. Clutter isn't just visual noise, it's emotional and like mental baggage. Letting go of things that don't bring you joy is actually liberating, not punishing. And I know personally, I start to feel anxiety when I am in a room with too much clutter. More money. Hello, abundance. When you intentionally buy, you stop wasting your money on impulse purchases, duplicate things that you don't need or that you don't truly love. That means more money for experiences, for travel, or whatever lights you up. I want to see you lit up. even if you're in a black t-shirt. Minimalism should reflect you. It should never erase your personality. It should amplify it. Bright colors? Excellent. Keep them. Love books or art or cozy blankets? Hold on to them, but hold on to them intentionally. I think one of the mistakes people make is believing it's all about owning as little as humanly possible. It isn't. It is about being intentional and joyful with what you choose to keep. So my version of minimalism is filled with lots of humor, lots of personality, and shockingly, lots of happiness, right? Crazy concept, I know. So, yeah. We need to make a mindset shift and really see minimalism as self-care. Think about it when you're surrounded by only things you truly love. You're practicing genuine self-care. Your environment becomes nurturing, energizing, and a reflection of what matters most to you. It's not a sterile space that screams, "Oh, I'm so sad, I'm a minimalist." Decluttering isn't punishment. It is a gift to yourself. It frees up your mental and emotional space so you can thrive. All right, so how about some easy tips to create joyful minimalism? Start small and celebrate. Tackle clutter in tiny bites, like one drawer, one closet, even one shelf at a time, and celebrate each win and notice how good it feels. Ask joyful questions, not just, does this spark joy? But does it fit into my dream life? Does it help me grow? Is it beautiful, right? Okay, make your own rules. Forget what the minimalist gurus say you must do and what you must get rid of. Your minimalism can still have personality, warmth, and humor, just less clutter. I love this pink chair. This winter, I would sit with a cup of tea, a candle going, like a blanket covering me. That's what's calming to me. And I loved it. Loved it so much. And we'll do it in the summer too. Maybe not with the blanket because then it gets hot. Real minimalism is vibrant, not sad. So let's ditch the stereotype of gloomy people sitting in their living room on a yoga mat with their one mug and like one lonely succulent in a taupe pot in the background. Minimalism can and should be vibrant, fun, freeing, and totally you. All right, so are you ready to create more space for joy and freedom and abundance? Then you're ready for minimalism in the best possible way. I would love to hear from you. What is the one thing you're holding on to that actually makes you happy, even if it's not, considered minimalist according to their traditional rules? So let me know below. I'm trying to think what mine is. Candles. I love candles. I have way too many candles. I have the kind that obviously you burn, but I also have the flameless ones that I love. And I've got these other ones that's like the glass hurricane lamps and you put the fairy lights in them. I love them. I definitely own way too many of them and will have stopped buying them. But, minimalism would look at that and be like, nah, let it go. Let it go. Where's the dumpster? So, nope, keeping it because I love it. So that's it. Let me know. Let me know something you love that you're holding on to. I want to know because we always seem to want a list of what are you getting rid of? Like, no, what are you holding on to? So I will see you in the next one.